Hey, what's up guys, it's Jordan. Today's next to my Pokemon top 5s. This is top 5 bug types. So of course, two things to note before we get started. Firstly, this list will not include legendaries. I plan on making a list in the future just for them. And secondly, this list is based on my personal favourites. It's an impossible list to best because everyone has different opinions. So if you don't agree with my top 5, make sure you let me know yours in the comment section below. And of course, make sure you hit that like button because you know your support is greatly appreciated. So let's get this countdown started. This is top 5 bug types. Coming in the number 5 spot, we've got Volcarona. Now Volcarona is a Pokemon that I really haven't used that much, but I really like Volcarona. Like, it's dual typing of bug and fire. It's just awesome. Growing up, like, I know most kids when they grow up, they create Pokemon, their own like Fakemon, whatever you want to call it. And I remember growing up when I was like creating my own set of starters, I remember the fire starter, I made it fire and bug. It was like this ant Pokemon. And so it was cool in Gen 5, like, because I don't like Gen 5 much, but there were good things about it. And one of them was, not only did they actually put an ant Pokemon in Gen 5, and a fire anteater, which was even better, they also did Larvesta and Volcarona, which was bug and fire. They're the only Pokemon that have bug fire dual typing. So I was really happy with that. And so Volcarona was a Pokemon that just instantly I was drawn to. So it really surprised me I haven't used Volcarona too much yet. And now the other thing about Volcarona is that I remember for a long time I thought Volcarona was a legendary Pokemon. I don't know why. I think it's just, I was given the impression that it was a legendary, but then I found out it wasn't. So I was like, okay, it must be a pseudo legendary then, because a lot of people calling it just pseudo legendary. But then pseudo, it still wouldn't be a pseudo legendary, because from what I know, a pseudo legendary needs to have a 600 base stat total and 3 evolution line, which Volcarona doesn't have either of those. So Volcarona couldn't even be classed as a pseudo legendary. Volcarona is just an awesome normal Pokemon. Volcarona is just a really interesting Pokemon. Like, the other thing about it, it's quite unique because it's got the highest evolution, because Larvesta evolves in the Volcarona at, I believe, level 59, which is the highest of any Pokemon. I think the one below that's Swellows into Hydreigon, which I actually thought for a while that was the highest, but no, Volcarona is the highest. And the other thing is that its signature move, Fiery Dance, it learns at level 100. So there's no other Pokemon that learns a move at level 100. So Volcarona is just a unique, awesome Pokemon, which I really don't use much, but I want to really start using it more. The typing is just awesome, I've said that, and I just really like Volcarona. Its design is just awesome, and yeah, Volcarona is just an awesome Pokemon. Volcarona is in the number 5 spot. Coming in the number 4 spot, we've got Ninjask. Now, I've talked about Ninjask before. Ninjask is just an awesome ninja bug. For years, I always liked Shedinja more just because it was so unique with its Wonder Guard ability and everything. But in the last year or so, I've really started to like Ninjask a lot more. I just like its design. I like it's one of the fastest Pokemon there is, if not the fastest. I think it is the fastest, if I'm not mistaken. Fastest non-legendary. Ninjask is just really cool. Decent moves, like not a whole heap of like super awesome high power moves, but it's got some decent moves to use. It's fast. It's a ninja. It's just awesome. I definitely like Ninjask a lot more than Shedinja now. I have been using it a lot more in the games and it really works for me. So yeah, just nothing much else to say about Ninjask. I just really like it. So Ninjask is in the number 4 spot. Coming in the number 3 spot, we've got Heracross. When Gen 2 came out, I just instantly got drawn to Heracross. It was just this awesome beetle Pokemon, and it was just awesome. I've loved its design. Its bug fighting type, it's just awesome. I love Pokemon that have just unique typings, and bug fighting was cool. I just really liked it. I liked its moves, like Mega Horn was just a cool move. I just liked, yeah, its design. And then in the anime, Heracross was the first Pokemon Ash caught in Johto. So I was really happy. I really liked Heracross. It was one of my favorites of Gen 2. So when it was the first Pokemon Ash caught, and it was only a couple episodes in the Johto, I was like, yes! I was so happy. And then when X and Y came out, Heracross gets a Mega Evolution. So Heracross has definitely become a fan favorite. It was to get a Mega Evolution. And I know a lot of people bag on its Mega Evolution. I've used it and I really don't have much of an issue with it. I can think of worse Megas. Yeah, I just really like Heracross. I really don't have many issues with Heracross. Yeah, it's just an all-around cool Pokemon, and yeah, I've always liked and always will. Heracross is in the number 3 spot. Coming in the number 2 spot, we've got Galvantula. Here we got another Gen 5 Pokemon. So I do like Gen 5 Pokemon. It's just there are a few okay, a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon I don't like, but there is the few I do like, and Galvantula is one of those. It's funny because my biggest fear is spiders. Big spiders, like huntsmans, tarantulas, whatever. I don't like them. I hate big spiders. So it's actually quite ironic because like I'm scared of spiders, yet things that I love relate to spiders sometimes. Like, I love Galvantula, and off topic a little bit, my favorite superhero is Spider-Man. So it's like, what? Galvantula just looks cool. It's got an awesome dual typing of Bug and Electric. I just really like it, and I used it recently when I played Pokemon Alpha Sapphire for the first time. Now, you've heard the story before. I've said it in plenty of my other top 5s and whatnot. I said that when I played Pokemon Alpha Sapphire for the first time, I'd already played Pokemon Omega Ruby and done like the proper game of that. So when I played Alpha Sapphire, I wanted to do something different. And what I did is I had one Pokemon from each generation that I haven't used a whole lot, and I used them in my like playthrough of Alpha Sapphire. It wasn't like a Nuzlocke or anything. I just wanted 6 certain Pokemon, and then I was going to use them, train them up, and yeah, use them. And so my Gen 5 Pokemon was Joltik. I grabbed Joltik because I wanted to use a Galvantula. I've always liked Galvantula, but I never really used it much because there was a lot of other Pokemon I used. So I thought this would be a great opportunity. So I used it in Alpha Sapphire. I named it Arachnia. Anyone who doesn't know who Arachnia is, it's a reference to Transformers Beast Wars. Black Arachnia, that spider transformer in that show. I really liked Transformers Beast Wars, and I like Black Arachnia. I just thought Arachnia is a great name for Galvantula because it was a female. Galvantula was a really powerful member of my team. I just really like Galvantula. Awesome typing, awesome design. It's a decent competitive battler. I really like Galvantula, even though I absolutely hate spiders. So yeah, Galvantula is in the number 2 spot. Coming in the number 1 spot, we've got Scizor. I have so much love for Scizor. It's unreal. I already loved Scyther so much, and then Gen 2 came out, and then we got Scizor, which looked completely different from Scyther, and I didn't complain one bit. I just love the design of Scizor. That awesome red metal coat it's got, and then its blades turn into pincers. Okay. They did a big gamble completely changing the design when they evolved Scyther, but it paid off because Scizor just looks awesome. It's still typing a Bug and Steel. It's just really cool. There's only one issue with Scizor, and I mentioned it in my top 5 Steel types, and that's the fact that you got to trade Scyther with a metal coat, and I hate trade evolutions. But I do have a Scizor. I got a level 100 Scizor, and it's just awesome. Eventually, when I make a countdown for my favorite Pokemon of all time, I'm definitely considering Scizor because I really love Scizor. It's just awesome in battles, awesome dual typing, awesome design, just an absolutely awesome Pokemon. I'd love it in the anime. It's just such an awesome Pokemon. It never lets me down. Scizor is my favorite bug type Pokemon. Scizor is in the number 1 spot. Well, there you go. That's my top 5 bug type Pokemon. So, of course, like I said, if you didn't agree with my top 5, make sure you let me know yours in the comment section below. And, of course, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And if you're not subscribed to me, hit that subscribe button. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next Pokemon top 5.